AJ Bayman, and this is my church kid story. So, there was like this one time I went to AIM, which is like the music and youth convention for the Church of God in Christ. It was like in a different city every time they had it. So like one time it's like in LA, times in like in Tampa, Cincinnati, like it's like in different places. And so like it was my first time going by myself. I had only been like one time before this, and I had gone with my grandmother, and so like it was just different. So like this time, like I was on my own. We were in St. Louis. You know what I mean? Like I was finally grown. I think I was like 20 or 21, and like you know what I mean? Like so it was like it was going down. Like everybody was excited and all of that. So I had gone. Like this was like the first time that I had really gone anywhere by myself, like out of town, that far away from home. And so like you already know the vibe. Like we, you know what I'm saying? I'm with my crew. Everybody's like, we posting up for the girls. Like we trying to, you know what I mean? Like we trying to see what we can see. And so you know what I mean? Like I had to, like I brought an outfit for every day. Like I bought an outfit for every day. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I had something brand new. Like you know what I mean? Like I had like different selections of sunglasses and all of that. Like so my shade game was killing. And so I had that. This is like at the time, like my hair was at its prime, its peak level. Like it, you know what I'm saying? Like it was like Doctor Strange's cape. Like you know what I mean? Like it was an assistant. You know what I mean? Like so it was. I was set. This was the trip. Like the group of dudes that I rode with, we had like we was chilling, and you know what I mean? Like and happened to run into, on the strength of my brother, we happened to run into this group of girls, and it was and they just so happened to have like the ratio was right. So you know what I mean? There was like somebody for everybody. And so I had like I started talking to like who I thought was the flyest one. Well, who I knew was the flyest one. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. This is like the time that I didn't even have to be the wingman. I got to like the prettiest one that was there. I got to deal with her. It was, you know what I'm saying? Like it was great. And so, I'm like, oh, this is, I'm coming every year, like for this. So, you know what I mean? Like, so we're, like we're talking, everybody, everybody's vibing. We start hanging out like every day. Like, you know what I mean? Like everybody is pretty much hanging out. Like we're having a good time. It wasn't even anything crazy going on necessarily. Like everybody was just vibing. And so, because we came on our own, me and some of the guys that I was hanging with. And so like we had our own accommodations. So like I had my own hotel. Like they, like my friends, like they had their own, like they didn't necessarily come with a group. But anybody that knows about AIM knows that when you come, like a lot of times churches or like groups, they get like these group rates. And so like they'll go with like a group, like a church group, or you just like a big group of people. And so the girls that we was chilling with, they had come with their church, also with their parents. And so so we were, so we was pretty much on, like we could do whatever we wanted. Like, you know what I'm saying? We was going, eating out all hours. We was staying out, you know what I mean? Like we was at all the musicals. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy. And so they, they was with us, and we, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody thought anything of it. And so there came one time, we're all just in the room. Mind you, it was daytime. But it was like 4 or 5 guys in the room, and then it was the 4 girls that that came through. We're all chilling, you know what I mean? We're laughing, joking, watching TV, all of that. And so we had ordered a pizza, and so somebody's like banging on the door, and we, you know what I mean? Like it sounded like the police. And so, everybody's like, oh, yo, that must be the pizza man. And so one dude got up and looked out the peephole and was like, "Yo, it's some ladies at the door." And so, it's like, ladies. It's like, yeah, like older ladies. And so, like, everybody got quiet, and then they banged on the door, get pop, 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 pop. And so we, you know what I'm saying? Like we was like what's going on? I don't know why this guy opened the door, because I definitely wouldn't have. If it, you know what I mean? Like, I have no idea to this day why he opened the door. But they banged again. He opened the door. I mean, yo, these three ladies bum rushed their way into the room. He had only opened it a little bit. Like, they pushed their way into the room. One had like a shoe, the other one had a purse, the other one was like just using her hand. I mean, and they started beating these girls down, yo. Just all kinds of, like, slapping them around, talking like, like one of them, cause in the fray, you don't hear everything, but like I distinctly heard one of them say, like, y'all always messing with some niggas. So they got beat down and then taken forcibly out of the room. And so we're like, all the guys were left in the room. Nobody said a word. We were like absolutely frozen. It was like, yo, did that just happen? And then like somebody said one word and then everybody like just busted out laughing because we couldn't believe like what had just happened. And so, so we all pretty much had a good laugh off of that. And then, like later on, during the main service, I don't know how word even travels this fast, but Bishop, he got up to speak. He gonna address the crowd. He y'all parents need to make sure that these girls ain't going into these boys' rooms and all that. Like, so it's like nothing was even happening. And then but they definitely got beat in and out of our room. Like, it's a bad day. Your mom beat you to the elevator, and so then. For the rest of the trip, it was like we was on some Romeo and Juliet, because we could only really see them on the low. Anytime they seen us and they was like around, and they had to be around their parents quite a bit, it was like, they were just like, you know what I mean? Like, so it didn't end quite how we would have expected, from how it was going from the beginning of the week. I can't even really say the end part that I want to say on camera, but yeah. So we met. I met this dying girl from LA while I was in St. Louis, and you know what I'm saying, like, we was vibing and everything, and then she got beat down by her mom out of the room, and then I pretty much never saw her again. If you're out there, how's it going? I don't know if you're gonna see this, but oh boy, those are the days. That's it though. It's my church kid story.